So finally, we're launching IAB officially in GCC. This process took forever. It took literally 9 years. And we have to admire our resilience and the resilience of the publishers and the platforms that supported us throughout those years. I was fortunate enough, or unfortunate, depending on how you take it, to be part of the process from the start.
We want the ABG's premise is really responsible advertising and the IAB's experience in the digital world. I think that both of them, they come together to create what we call the digital codes. And what I mean by that are all the standards, the guidelines that help give advertisers and publishers the means to create opportunities and formats where users will enjoy and will have a good experience with advertising.
The IAB Global team have reached out to the IAB and GCC to let us know that they're working on a video streaming exercise. And that was really the first collaboration that we've had with the global community. We were part of 22 countries that were covered, and it's quite interesting because we were able to put, not only were we able to put our region on the global map, but we were also able to understand where consumers or audiences in our markets the similarities and differences with other global trends or global markets. So that to us was the first initiative that we were working on with the IB Global.
So the online advertising challenges that we're seeing, especially from a consumer side, is bad user experience, which results into some of the users, they block the ads. Other challenges are fraud, lack of transparency in the data.
We have heard a lot of stories from publishers and agencies and in this region regarding the difficulties they're facing in the digital industry. And we've been working for a very long period of time to create or to get the IAB to this region, because with the IAB we can help up the game, take it to the next level.
So our role as DMS within this is, DMS represents an aggregate of 40 different publishers. So we do represent quite a large chunk of the publishers. So it is our duty and responsibility to be part, to give them a voice within a platform such as IAB, to basically raise any issues we do have, standardize the measurements, talk from a specific game level and start building from that basically a very positive ecosystem that benefits the industry in general, but also our publishers in specific.
I think one of the great benefits of the IAB is that it is an industry body covering all facets of the digital and interactive industry. And we're able to align on what are the important pieces of measurement that we need. So for example, one of the studies looking at the market sizing exercise is a key ask that our members have had to say exactly how big is this market, how do we measure this market, how do we ensure that we are growing in the way that we claim to be growing as an entire industry. So I think that'll add a lot of confidence in the market numbers that we have and the investment decisions that both clients, agencies and publishers make in the market.
So I think within this context of time, head counts or resources, and budgets, specifically on budgets, this limits us on the things that we want to do. I think we want to do a lot of things. This market did not have, we didn't do much as an industry. So I think whatever we do is going to be positive.
So as part of being in the IAB board member, as a board member, one of the things that we thought about would be fundamental and important to drive and power the digital economy in the GCC is to size this market. Today we don't have any numbers that help us understand how big is the size of the pie, and therefore what investments do we need to make, how do we help the economy, the digital economy grow, and certainly put measurements and standards for digital. So again, working with our counterparts in Europe, we wanted to identify partners that have done that and have perfected the methodology that we can adopt in our region. So that is going to be the second biggest initiative that we will be working on in 2019, which is sizing the digital market, working with partners like the IHS market that have done it for Europe in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I think our key priorities will be to complete the market sizing exercise. We'd like to launch a few additional measurement studies around the growth of digital and where it's growing. But I think also it's important to look at talent development. So a lot of our focus will be on establishing both existing talent in the marketplace, but also bringing through new talent into the marketplace, working with universities, schools, and so forth.